It's another edition of Time About the Movies, and today we're taking a look at the three films of August 26, 2005. Not a very good week for movies. This is still the dumping month, the dumping weeks between mid-August and mid-September before we get to the good stuff again. And we have three movies of noteworthiness, including Terry Gilliam's latest film. We also have a movie where idiots go into the place they shouldn't, and of course some really bad shit happens to them. And we also have Ashley Simpson's second biggest disappointment in her career after her infamous SNL bit. But we'll get to those in just a little bit here. But let's get to the first movie we have here. The biggest and most notable new release of the weekend, and that is Matt Damon and Heath Ledger as the Brothers Grimm. This is the Brothers Grimm. This is a story that has Matt Damon and Heath Ledger as the Brothers Grimm, who are traveling con artists in French-occupied Germany during the early 19th century. The brothers eventually encounter a genuine fairy tale curse which requires courage instead of their usual bogus exorcisms. You also have Lena Headey from Game of Thrones, Peter Stormare, Jonathan Pryce, Monica Bellucci. Another film written by Aaron Kruger, who's had a couple movies we've looked at this year, most recently The Skeleton Key. And this is directed by Terry Gilliam, but it really does not feel like a Terry Gilliam movie when you really look at it. It really does not feel like one of his movies in general. It feels like he's doing something kind of outside of his norm. And while it is something that I could get behind a director to do, it really would have been nice to have Terry Gilliam's usual style of filmmaking on this particular film, because it really does not show in this particular movie. And the film itself overall is not that great. It's kind of a lackluster film in general. Matt Damon and Heath Ledger are okay in the movie, I guess, but some of the visual aspects to it are really not that strong. There was a lot of back and forth between Terry Gilliam and the Weinsteins, who were the producers on the movie. But other than that, though, a largely forgettable movie, to say the least. Nothing really all that incredible about it, nothing really too amazing about it, so yeah. Unfortunately, not much more to say about this one, so that's The Brothers Grimm. So, with all that said, on to the next movie, and that is The Cave. Darwinism, the movie. What are we like the 18th movie where idiots go where they shouldn't be really going? But I'm sorry, they're a team of experts because they're all within the 25 to 35-year-old age bracket because they got to be young, intelligent people, and yeah, young intelligent people would not go into a cave in this situation at all. But the story is pretty much as standard as you can get. It follows a group of cave divers and scientists who become trapped while exploring a cave system in Romania and encounter a pack of deadly creatures. And also, Lena Headey's also in there, too. Second movie for her this weekend. Cole Hauser, Eddie Cibrian, Morris Chestnut, Piper Perabo, Daniel Day Kim. So, yeah. Not much more to say about this one, really, because you've seen this movie done before so many times, and it has a pretty lousy format, a lousy ending. The visuals aren't that interesting. The creatures aren't that interesting. It's just not a very good movie, and it really does falter into the same category as other movies of its similar types. It's all the cliches, all the implausible plot holes, the characters that you don't really like and you just want to see them get killed immediately so you can get out of here. It's that type of a movie, and it just doesn't work. It's a film that is just so bland, so forgettable. It's the typical definition of what you'd expect from a late August movie, and yeah, hard skip on this one too, so... moving on, let's go ahead and move on to our last movie, and that is Undiscovered. And the story is that you have a group of aspiring entertainers who intend to establish their careers in Los Angeles. That's the plot of the movie. You have Stephen Strait, Kip Pardue, Shannon Sossamon, Carrie Fisher, Peter Weller, Fisher Stevens, and the aforementioned Ashley Simpson among the cast. But there's nothing else to this movie except the fact that all these people want to make it big in Hollywood. So does everybody else in the world, but you don't make a movie off of it unless you have something good to say, good behind it. But there's just nothing of value here whatsoever. It's a lazy movie. All lazy movies this week, except The Brothers Grimm was at least trying to have something to it, but this is just a really forgettable movie. Nothing about it that makes it work. Pretty lackluster characters. You don't really have a good story behind it. It just feels like a watered-down mess of a film that has nothing of value to it. Like a watered-down version of Fame, pretty much, except Fame had balls to actually do something and take risks. But this, no. This is just a bad movie. Yeah, this is definitely the type of movie that you would put out on the weekend before Labor Day, so you can try to get some form of an audience there, but it's just not going to happen with a movie like this. So yeah, a hard pass on Undiscovered. Well, that weekend sucked, and hey, next time around, it's another weekend that doesn't have a lot of ton of memorable movies to it. We do have Jason Statham in Transporter 2. We have The Constant Gardener, so at least we have a couple of movies for Labor Day weekend. We have Nick Cannon in Underclassmen, but we also have Ben Kingsley among the cast in A Sound of Thunder. So a mixed bag of movies on Labor Day weekend. So we will see if one of those movies can really come out above and beyond. I doubt it, but we'll try, damn it. But all that said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit the place on the next page, check out the previous episode. And as I said at the beginning, continue to hit the like button, continue to hit the subscribe button, continue to hit the notification button to get new videos updated here. We get updated here every day on the channel, so please hit the subscribe and like button if you see more videos like this. And coming up a little bit later tonight, A New Time About the Movies Flashback takes us back to Thanksgiving weekend 1987 with a couple of notable movies, two big comedy hits. Three Men and the Baby, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and also Housekeeping. So we'll look at all three of those movies on Time About the Movies Flashback. That'll be coming up right after I post this up, so stick around. We'll be right back.